Welcome back. Candra Conway is here, and she told me she was here several months ago, and sometimes I just don't always remember who comes on the show, but welcome back. Thank you so much for being. Now, did we talk about children's charity ministry before?
We did, yes.
Okay.
I think I'm always talking about children's charity ministry.
let's talk about it. Now, what is children's charity ministry?
It is it's a local nonprofit Christian organization, and basically our job, our mission is to fill the void where kids are involved. We work a lot with the local schools. Actually, we're in 8 different counties and over 50 schools, and we just want to fill that void when there's children in need. Sometimes it's food, sometimes it's clothes, sometimes it's shoes, hygiene items, sometimes it's all of those things and more.
And these needs are not being met by any other organization?
There are a lot of backpack programs out there, and we work in conjunction with some of those backpack programs. Some of the schools we may not do the whole month of food, but the school may only be getting 2 or 3 weeks worth of food, so we may kick in and do that last week of food.
Now, how many children do you cover?
Do we feed? Oh, we're over 1,000 kids, and whenever you figure 2 meals for Saturday, 2 meals for Sunday, it's in excess of 10,000 meals per month. It's a lot.
That sounds like at least $10,000 a month.
Well, we work with the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas. And
so there's a lot of free
donations. We get some free stuff and then a lot of reduced stuff. But as far as you said, are there other organizations? To my knowledge, in Northwest Arkansas, we're the only organization where a teacher or a counselor or a nurse can pick up the phone and get a brand new pair of shoes for a kid or a brand new coat. So
it's just not food.
Right. We do, like I said, we're just filling that void wherever it's needed. And our food just happens to be the big part of our program because that's a huge need. But there's other needs also that we're meeting.
Is there a qualification
We don't even know the kids that get the food. A lot of these schools have, well, of course, the teachers see these kids every day. They see the kid that's wearing the same pair of jeans every day, or the kid that has the soles that are out of the shoes or holes, in the shoes.
So are they your direct link to what the need is?
That is our link. Yeah, that's how they email us or they call us with their needs, and that's what we provide for.
Does all the schools know about you?
We haven't. Back whenever we started, we were soliciting schools. I hate to use that word, but how else do people know that you're able to help do that?
Well, you had the resources and you want to get the program out. Now it's kind of reversed, right?
Yeah, we're not soliciting anymore. It's basically all we can do to keep up with, the schools that we're already in.
Yeah. And so the children really don't know. They don't know it's coming from you.
Right, exactly.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. And we don't want, anyone to know. We want all the glory to go to Christ, of course, because He provides all of this. I can never provide 10,000 meals a month.
So it's a faith-based, is it a ministry, I guess?
It is a ministry, and what we're trying to do is give families and children a way that we want people to be proactive in their faith. The Bible doesn't tell us to get saved and then sit on our rumps and do nothing. So once you're saved...
There's not a verse in the Bible that says that?
I haven't come across it yet. What we're trying to do is give... And a lot of people are uncomfortable with donating time or doing charity work, so we're trying to help ease children into it at a young age, and we're hoping if they start doing it whenever they're young, that it'll become a way of life for them, and it won't be, it'll be just a way of living for them, to reach out for people and help people, and we're trying to teach them compassion. And
well, it doesn't sound like it's a push my ministry down your throat type of thing either.
It's not, and that's one of the things I love about our ministry is we have, the First Presbyterian Church of Harrison that's helping, Bear Creek Springs Baptist Church, Miracle Lighthouse Pentecostal Church, Mary Mother of God Catholic Church.
So it transcends all religious boundaries.
Well, we're all going to be in heaven working together someday. So
no, don't tell that to some of them.
I'm pretty sure that God would love to see it start down here.
How tough a job is this? I mean, you just telling me this, and I go, oh man, you have to be constantly looking and scavenging and
and shopping.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's a full-time. Thing. I am a full-time employee. I have another full-time employee because we have a thrift store, and that's what funds this ministry. So you can imagine just the thrift store itself is a full-time thing, but whenever you're talking about packaging, thousands of meals every single week, I mean, you've got both sides going. Plus, we do all of the deliveries to the schools.
Yeah.
We're also helping a lot of preschools, and the preschools are pretty good with the food. They pick the food up every week, but the schools, we go all the way down to Johnson County, Carroll County, so there's a lot
Wow.
of time on the road. So
Do you have help?
we do. We have some good volunteers. We always need more volunteers,
Sure.
of course, and even FedEx. I've been so impressed with FedEx in the community. They have been sending people into packaged food every Tuesday. They've done food drives for us, and it's just amazing the amount of community support we've gotten. And how we really wanted to set up is, I know people are busy and it's hard to commit to time, but we always have food that needs to be packaged. So we have during the week, after school, on Saturdays, we've got families, moms and dads that just bring their 2 or 3 kids in and they say, hey, we've got 30 minutes or an hour to kill, and we always have stuff that needs to be done. So it's really working out how I envisioned it, which isn't always the case, whenever you...
So it's working out the way you wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. I think the way God wanted it to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
giving people
you
a place
just
to
get
go
out of
help.
his way.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be willing to do that. And then, of course, it always grows into what it was supposed to originally.
Yeah. So you're looking for volunteers. Are you looking for resources too?
We're always looking for resources. And a huge project that we're fixing to take on is we were donated a house. Somebody in the community.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
What are you going to do with a house?
Well, as you may know this, Harrison, Arkansas does not have any overnight homeless shelter. We have scrambled for 2 years now to put people up in hotel rooms. The sanctuary scrambled if they were full to, put people up in rooms.
Yeah.
Circle of Life is another great organization. Sometimes they've had to deal with homeless situations. So this person so kind-heartedly donated this house, and we're going to use it for an overnight homeless shelter. One family at a time, though. It may be fire victims that use it, sanctuary overflow, or just unfortunately those that come in emergent situations that we've literally had people that we've tried to help that had been sleeping in their car for the last few nights.
So this is something that you really didn't plan on?
Not at all. Not at all. But, God just dropped this. He dropped it in our lap for a reason, and we're going to be responsible with it. And I know he wants us to use it to help people.
He's saying, I'm going to put them up for a challenge.
Yeah, exactly. Always. Always.
Well, do you say you have a thrift shop?
We do.
Can people help by buying items through the thrift shop?
Oh, absolutely.
Where's the thrift shop at?
It is across from Sears. It's at 1405 North Main Street in the Onus Shopping Center between Jasmine's and Leonardo's Pizza.
Okay.
And we're open Tuesday through Saturday, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 4:30.
And do you accept donations?
Oh, absolutely. And we do have our 501c3. So, if you've got some larger donations and you need a tax receipt, we can do that for you.
It looks like we're going to need some tax breaks this coming year.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So, what are you in need of? I mean, what do you receive in donations?
Everything. We have furniture, clothing,
cars, houses,
shoes. Oh yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if somebody donated a car because who gets a house donated?
That's funny.
But yeah, we take everything. If you haven't ever been into our thrift store, it's a really nice, clean. I wanted people, a lot of people are just thrifty shoppers and they want to save money. But some people have to shop in thrift stores, and I wanted them to feel like I wanted it to be a special experience for them. I don't want them to feel like they're at a thrift store because they have to be. We get some really good, nice, clean donations, and people know that we're helping a lot of kids, and they want to help us, and they know that that's one of the ways they can help us.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, we want to try to help get the word out. Is there anything else that we could help you with? Talk about.
Well, no, just we're always in need of food. Everybody always asks, what is your biggest need? And honestly, it's food. We get so excited whenever somebody drops off, a couple of boxes of juice boxes or some ramen noodles, because we put non-perishable food items in our backpacks. And even like toothpaste, and we're pretty good on toothbrushes right now, but bottled shampoo, those are things that we always use. And just come down, and if you would like to volunteer, but you don't want to commit, just come down and talk to us and look around, and we'll show you what we do. And we've got a great group of people down there, and I think we're pretty fun to work with.
Yeah, well, good.
And it's a great cause, of course.
Well, this is a great time of year to be giving back during the Christmas holidays, and it's actually helping people, and you'll be helping a lot of people during this holiday.
Yeah.
It won't be like any other day because you'll be doing it for those people regardless if it's Christmas or not.
Exactly, yeah.
But I'm sure you have a warm feeling in your heart about what you do.
We do. We all do. We're just trying to serve God by helping kids. We just feel like that's what we were called to do.
Good.
And that's the one thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. I like what you said, because that is, a lot of people want to help at Christmas, and that's great, but these families need help all throughout the year, and
we all
sometimes it's
do
just the
at some point.
simplest of things that they need. So don't ever think that you may not have something that could really make someone's whole month better, you know.
Yeah. What's your phone number in case somebody wants to call and tell you what they'd like to donate or give, or how they can help?
Okay, it's 870-704-8030. And of course, we're on Facebook like everybody else, and I am on there 3 or 4 times a day, usually posting different volunteer opportunities. And sometimes if we have 20 kids needing shoes, or we have a bunch of kids needing coats, I update that several times a day.
And what's your Facebook page?
It's Children's Charity Ministry.
Okay. Well, I'm going to friend you. I don't have you as a friend on
Yeah, you
there.
need to friend us.
I will,
Yeah.
and we'll.
It's an eye-opener.
We'll kind of steal some of the things that you're putting out there, and we may put those ideas out to our viewers and say, hey, they need the help.
Wonderful. It is an eye-opener, and that's the one thing people say the most is I had no idea there was such a huge need. You know, and it is. There's always kids in every school that's going to need something.
Well, I like the way you help. It's not a huge announcement, even though you're here today to talk about it. It's for the good of the children, and it's not a how great that I did this type of message.
Yeah, I'm just God's worker. Like I said, I could accomplish none of this. There's no way I could, feed that many kids, or He's always provided, and so far we've never had to tell anybody no for anything, and that just shows that it's God in control of everything.
Well, that looks like a big task to fill.
It is.
And I'm sure you're overwhelmed at times.
It's very rewarding. It is a little overwhelming, but more rewarding than anything, of course. I posted on my Facebook page the other night, I had a huge revelation. I've probably been blessed more working in this ministry than the people that we've actually helped.
Well,
and
isn't it?
That's
That's how it's supposed to work.
Absolutely.
We just need we need to sacrifice ourselves to do that, don't we?
Absolutely, yes.
Without any preconceived notion of being blessed.
Right.
Just do it anyway.
Exactly, yes.
Candra, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me
Thanks for the story. This is great, especially during this holiday. And please help if you can, if you feel touched by this and you want to help Candra and the Ministry of Children's Charity Ministry. Give them a call. The number's at the end of the show, and she's on Facebook under Children's Charity Ministry. Thanks again. Appreciate it.